Oklahoma's bear population is growing. The Department of Wildlife estimates there are now close to 1,000 black bears in the state.
The majority are in southeastern Oklahoma, but many call Green Country home. And News on 6 reporter Tess Monty and photojournalist Todd Ruffin went with researchers as they welcome the state's newest bear cubs. It's a story you'll see only on 6.
The sun is shining this early day in March, and a blanket of snow is slowly melting. While two little bear cubs are seeing daylight for the very first time.
They've never seen this big, great world.
That's because since they were born, the cubs have been hibernating in here with first-time mom Gracie. Not in a cave like most might think. Instead, Gracie built a small ground den in the side of a hill.
We captured Gracie for the first time in 2013, and she was a yearling at that point.
Gracie has been wearing a tracking collar ever since. It's part of a 5-year research project headed up by OSU's Cooperative Fish and Wildlife Research Unit and the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife.
I think it's going to go a long way in really helping us understand what makes this population what it is and whether it's going to grow or not and where it's going to go to.
Researcher Sarah Lyda and biologists are following about 40 black bears in Cherokee County. This is the 4th litter they've checked in these parts just this year.
Kind of worried with the angle that we might just stayed in fat.
But they almost didn't get a chance to meet the cubs at all. Gracie wasn't taking to the sedative.
She's still moving her head a little bit.
You can hear Mama Bear was not happy, and a third shot was not an option. But finally, after 2.5 hours, Gracie went to sleep, and Lyda wasted no time diving into the den to check on the babies.
It's really a very special thing, and I'm incredibly humbled every time I get the opportunity. You see me tearing up. Every time I get the opportunity to do this, it's impressive.
Up on the ridge, friends and family of the research team who would have never gotten this close to these cubs
I think they're cute. They're sweet looking.
got the rare chance to cuddle them. They're so tiny. They miss their mama too, I think. And despite being totally off the grid, everyone managed to make it more like a red carpet movie premiere, complete with paparazzi. The stars, of course, the 2 cubs that were named according to the school colors they were wearing.
Seeing as they're cowboy cubs here, I think I've got Pistol, and I think she's got Pete.
But the fun didn't last long. Not for Pistol and Pete, anyway.
Okay, 1.4 kilograms, so
Lyda had to weigh and measure the little guys,
23.
put in pit tags,
The same idea as when you microchip your pet.
and the cub's least favorite part, when she pulled a hair sample.
This is all for the good of the species.
Pistol and Pete are perfectly healthy, only about 5 weeks old here, and now ready to snuggle back in with their mama.
By the time she wakes up, they smell like her again. They don't smell like us, and she's happy to be back with them, and they're all good.
Tess Monty, News on 6.
Wow. Researchers say the bears in northeast Oklahoma have recolonized from Arkansas and now call Oklahoma home. OSU has 1 year left on the research project to track bears here in our state, but they hope to get an extension so researchers can follow the cubs for several years.
It'll be interesting to see where they go and what they do.
Isn't it?
And,
yeah, and they can cover a lot of territory, of course, once they're an adult, so it'll be
Absolutely.
fascinating.